Hello, welcome back to Shadowrun. This is a very special episode because it actually follows a storyline that we've started in one of the very early first episodes of this whole show. Our players, our heroes, our people. Only Konstantin and Vladimir are actually known to the people that they're about to talk to.
Heroes are in quotation marks, by the way.
Yeah, if it is like this is the biggest quotation marks I could find. This orc beautiful man down here is Guillaume Giraud. He works for the Comtesse de la Tour. And yeah, he's basically, he's her dude. Her guy that sends you places. And he has met with you in at a desolate apartment in downtown Paris because you have been... The Comtesse has contacted Vlad and Konstantin, and they've put also John Woo and the dwarf and Taka on the case. And Julius is his name, I forgot for a second. And they are now going to go up against the fucking Vori. In some way. Yeah, you all enter this, it's more of a, like a hotel room type thing, but it's a freestanding building. A little bit outside of town. It's more of a motel type situation. And
oh god.
Yeah, this orc in a fancy suit and with a nice haircut stands there. He seems to be alone, but you're pretty sure that there are people around because, like, you're dealing with very, very, very wealthy people here. Very powerful, very influential nobles. Like, actual blue-blooded nobles who were involved in the government of France. Which, you know, one of the parts of that government of the New Republic is that the nobles have actually things to say.
Alright, so we're in the apartment with him already?
Yeah, you're in the apartment with Guillaume Giraud. Bienvenue, messieurs. I am very happy to make the acquaintance of these new faces. Of course, Monsieur Babylon, Monsieur Dollmaker. Who are you, monsieur? He points at you, Taka.
Taka, at your service. I've worked with these fellows a couple of times in the past.
Enchanté, monsieur. Who is the small man?
I am Julius.
Very well. And you?
He's
Mr.?
stocky, not small.
And you, Mister? John
Yes,
Woo?
I am Jonathan Wu, and I'll do a little bow.
Excellent. Well, tonight we have a very special operation. The Comtesse herself has planned this through. Well, she's not quite planned this through, but she really wants this to happen. And that is why you and I will make it happen, no?
Let's start with what exactly this is.
Well, we are going to hit Alexis Batutina, who is the boss of the Vori, which you all kind of know. And the Vori is like the one big criminal organization that controls all of Paris and northern France. I mean, some of you have met him before.
I believe I have, right?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, definitely have.
He was the guy that cut off your Johnson's face and had it on a platter. That was him.
Yeah, you know, he actually a pretty nice guy.
Yeah. We will tonight hit him where it hurts the most. We will cripple his organization by not actually doing anything to his organization, but by striking him personally. He gets out a file, and before I place this token on the field, right? Alexis Batutina and the Batutina Organizacja, and also the token which the character of the token of the character which I am about to put on the field, I did not invent them, right? I lifted them off a Shadowrun blog and the German Shadowrun wiki. It's also developed by some other guy. I did not choose this face when this character was made. So, you know, I am not the person who chose the actress that is supposed to represent this character. It was chosen by someone else and has already been pre-established, and I'm just going with the law, okay?
Is it a porn star?
Just
How
to
bad is it? God.
just to do this disclaimer.
Should we? Are we supposed to recognize her?
I mean, if you're men,
It's definitely a porn star then.
it is a porn star, yeah. This is Little Caprice.
Okay, I'll have to research that later.
Yes, that for research.
Yeah, this is yeah.
Can you spell the name out for research?
Yeah. Just
No, I'm not gonna.
no. My
Come
my
on,
character
write in the
is taking
discussion
notes.
chat, my dude. Come on.
Yeah, just for everyone watching, it's Little Caprice. Just to, that's the face of this person. Nothing to do with the actual character, though. That's just whoever that was. He chose this picture.
CAPRICE. Okay.
She's actually pretty. She's like a. I don't know how big she is. I'm not an expert on like the bigness of porn star names. I don't know how much in fetish land I am.
Seems pretty vanilla so far.
Oh, she is very vanilla. I'm a very vanilla guy.
On Pornhub, the first search that came up was anal.
Mistreated during job interview. How could she? Oh no. No, this doesn't seem mistreated at all. Right. No. Oh, fight. Right. Yeah, we were playing a game. Fuck.
Yeah, you are.
Nothing research.
What the fuck is wrong with all this?
Apparently, we're just researching porn actresses.
Sorry. Is this person in the room now?
No. She's not in the room. He puts a picture on the table. As this monsieur, this Tatiana Batuktina, she is the daughter of Alexis Batuktina. She works for the UNESCO. Rumor has it she does not know what her father actually does, even though, well, she is apparently quite intelligent, so I am surprised she has managed to stay ignorant to the greatest crime boss in France for so long. Yes, tonight you will assault her security detail in the Club Technodrome, and an extraction team, which will coordinate with you, which will be led by me, will take her in, and we will take her hostage at a secret choice of site of the Comtesse's choosing.
All right. Assume she is not to be harmed, or
It would be preferable if she were not harmed.
all right. Snatch and grab.
It is not quite that simple. Of course, she is the daughter of one of the greatest mafia bosses. Well, Vori, but isn't it not the same, all of it? She has a bodyguard that, aside from the usual Vori goons, well, he is quite powerful. He is a shaman of the ice bear totem, the polar bear. I don't know how you say. You know the white big bear from the Arctic? That one. That is his totem.
So his sponsorship is Coca-Cola.
No, that would be Santa Claus.
You don't know about the polar bears?
Santa Claus invented the polar bears.
Oh.
But who invented the penguins then?
That was Pepsi, obviously. Jesus.
Does Santa exist in Shadowrun? Can he? Can that be
You
a
can't
thing?
be a Santa's totem. Yes.
I mean, I have suggested that someone make a Santa Claus shaman as with the Santa Claus as the totem.
Oh god, if I die,
mean,
I'm doing that.
He is real in this, in our universe, so of course he should be real in Shadowrun.
She is. That's a good point.
I think that'll be my threat to not kill me, because I am making something retarded if I have to come back.
No, I actually want a Santa Claus shaman, so don't test me, dude. Yeah, basically, yes, she will be tonight at the Club Technodrome, which is in. Let me open the map. It is on the map. I had it open earlier, but I don't have it open anymore. If you're watching at home, go look up the map for yourselves, because I can't be bothered. It's
What district?
It's in Suresnes. It's like one of the orange musical notes. It's a very, very old club. Like, it's the historic club. Funny story about that club, right? It was created like pretty soon after the Awakening, and they played music so loud and with so much bass that the seismic center of La Sorbonne actually noticed an increase in seismic activity on the weekends. And at first, they tried to ascribe that to some sort of awakening type situation, like something that was happening with the Awakening, that only on weekends at nights there was increased seismic activity in that area, until someone figured out that it was actually that club that made that happen.
So what's the club called again?
The Technodrome.
What security zone?
This is a D-level security zone.
All right, so we're gonna need earplugs if we're going into that place.
Probably, yes.
It's to the east.
Yes, it is in the... No, it's in the west of the city.
I'm ambidextrous. Give me some slack.
Is she going to be in this in this club for business purposes or recreation? Should we expect her to have her guard up?
Well, it is not her guard you need to concern yourself with. She does not much have a guard. She is not a business person. She works at UNESCO for, well, I believe personal interest reasons. I think she is interested in some sort of ancient blah blah academic science, whatever, conservation efforts. She is not involved in her father's business at all, and she is there only to party because that is what she does all of the time.
Can't fault her for that.
Well, he says nothing.
All right. I'm gonna have to be that guy. How much does this job pay?
It pays quite exceptionally, of course. It is a very dangerous operation. I mean, for one, you will all be ingratiated with the Comtesse, and also the standard payout of 10,000 new yen. Per person, of course.
Being ingratiated with you all is sort of evens out the whole having the Russians after our heads for until they finally kill us.
Well, of course, they will not kill you because you will kill them first.
And any upfront payment?
We do not usually deal in upfront payment. You are guaranteed to receive a payment from us. We are a very reliable and trustworthy source.
The Comtesse is indeed reliable.
All right. How Donovan? How straight was the last job that you did with them?
They were testing us, but the money did arrive. I'm pretty sure that 10,000 is an insignificant sum for them at the end of the day.
Well, it will be 50,000 total, but you know.
Yeah, the money will arrive. Don't worry about that.
This is, of course, all in addition to the fact that if you ever do get problems with Evori, you can, of course, always call me up and I will arrange for security. You are a partner in our crusade against this vile organization.
All right. Well, I know everything I need to know. Wait, do you have a picture of of our bodyguard, the bear guy?
He searches a little bit. Yes, we do have a picture of Monsieur. His name is Icebreaker. He is a German Monsieur. This is him.
All right. He'll probably stand out pretty well.
You are guaranteed to encounter him and deal with him quite a lot, so...
Oh, yeah, I just don't want to be surprised.
There is no requirement to kill him. I doubt that you will be able to do that. He is one of the most according to our intelligence, of course, he is one of the most powerful shamans that are currently located in Paris. We need only distract him. You need only distract him so the extraction team can do their work. We believe that as soon as you assault the security detail, he will try to attack you, and so he will have, of course, some of the Vori messieurs try to assist him, while some others will have the lady exit through the back entrance, where our extraction team will take her.
All right. Have any of you all run into any shamans of the spear before? Any idea what they generally do?
What, the polar bear?
Yeah. I mean, I assume he's a big tough motherfucker, but beyond that.
Well, I mean, I could try to roll learning based on my experience.
You are a shaman. You've never run into a polar bear shaman before. You haven't even heard. You have heard of many bear shamans. I mean, polar bear shamans you've always assumed possible, but you've never actually heard of one.
Yeah, I spend my time in the south. I've never heard of
polar bears in New Orleans. That's true.
More of a black bear shaman type area?
I would say grizzly. All right.
In New Orleans?
Oh yeah, there's a big bear community in New Orleans.
I don't think it's that type of bear.
Oh. Oh wait, we're not talking about the gay community?
What are you learning? What are you learning for, Julius?
If I've ever met.
No, you haven't.
Well, I mean, Vlad might have. He spent time in Russia. Maybe he heard something.
That is true, Vlad. You could like the DC for all of you is different. So for Grice, it was okay. Yeah. You were of the firm opinion that it was absolutely impossible to be a polar bear shaman.
I actually have not heard of this totem.
Yeah, John. Well, you have heard of.
You haven't heard of a polar bear.
Rumors, but you don't actually know one, and you don't know what he was able to do. It was just there's some chatter in a bar like, have you heard of that polar bear shaman, man?
No, I ain't never heard of no bear, man.
So, like the only polar bear Vladimir knows is the throw rug.
It's very charming, right?
Like the bear shaman though, bear shamans are very common. They're usually healers, and also they go into berserker rages. So,
aren't they mostly like protectors too, though?
Yeah, they are mostly protectors. So, considering the fact that Icebreaker is a bodyguard,
he's probably got cryo powers too. So we're gonna want to be careful about that. But that's meta. I apologize. I should not have mentioned that.
I mean, it makes sense.
What powers? Explain a bit what they're about.
I mean, you don't know what his powers are.
We don't. I speculated out of character.
You know that bear shamans, which are very common, and every one of you has run into bear shamans, are protectors and healers who go into berserker rages. But it might be that the polar bear shamans are completely different.
Should I take a flying as a feat?
A what?
Flying as a feat.
Why are you asking this now?
I don't know.
Okay, so the guy... I mean, you could if you wanted to. The guy goes ahead and puts down, says, 2 hours is the time at which the extraction team will wait. Be in contact with us on these frequencies via your comlinks. We will be in touch, messieurs. He gives you a bow and goes for the door.
Tucker nods and leans back sort of uncomfortably on the shitty motel bed.
Okay, Guillaume Giraud leaves. And you are now free to plan your approach, or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm familiar with the guy. I could probably roll spying on him, but I'm not sure if he'll know or
You're
not.
not familiar with the guy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Are we not familiar with Victoria?
first of all, her name is Tatiana, and no, why would you know who she is? You've only just now been introduced to her. You have nothing of hers.
Oh, we're focusing on the girl. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
I
that
mean,
was
she's
like
like
just
target.
like an optional thing. My bad. I thought that was
no,
just an
your
optional thing.
job
My bad.
is to make it so the extraction team can get the girl by engaging the security detail in that club. Were you even listening?
In and out.
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement.
We
Yeah,
can
that's your job.
always do the blunt force approach if we really want to.
I don't know if we need blunt force. It's a nightclub. Like, sure, like we can, like if we go in guns blazing, it's going to be like a crowd. People are gonna run everywhere. It's going to be a lot of collateral damage. There's going to be a lot of confusion, and we're going to miss our target. We should go in quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna follow your lead.
Yeah. So we all dress normal for once.
All right, so first, how do we get
It's a
into the club?
nightclub. For once, we can actually dress like whatever we want. For once.
But I assume you dress like whatever you want all of the time.
Now the problem here is how are we going to smuggle our weapons in?
Isn't this in Kapistan? Isn't the right to bear semi-automatic
This is France, my
assault
dude.
rifles?
Weapons are generally banned.
It's okay. I don't have one.
It's a good thing I've got a rosary.
It's gonna be hard to smuggle this katana in though.
I could
tell
think of a
them-
place to put it.
No. The year is 2017 France. Tell them that the katana is for religious purposes.
First of
I
all,
mean,
it's
it is.
2072, not 2017.
No, guys, what we do is that we teach Taka how to sword solo.
No. It's a halal katana. He has to carry it.
No, we're going to teach him how to sword swallow, and then we're going to teach him how to regurgitate it.
I am not
Yes.
swallowing anything for this job.
Do we have anyone who's good at alteration?
Yeah. Can one of you do that? Can one of you just like shrink my sword? Can you?
I don't know if
I
I
don't-
can shrink it, but if you want, I can put it in my hat. But I
You
won't
can-
know if I'll be able to hide it. I don't think I've enchanted my hat to do that.
Sorry, have you had a magical hat this whole time? Like, what does your hat do?
Hat of holding.
Really,
Actually.
Yeah, it has
Yes.
a hat of holding.
really?
There's a bunch
Yeah.
of books in it.
Yeah, right now. Actually, the books are at my apartment, locked up. Yeah.
And
Hat of
you can retrieve them like on command on purpose. Like that's not that.
Where do you
doesn't
think I've
mess
been
up.
getting my rum bottles from? I got like so many rum in here.
You're an alcoholic with a backpack. I don't know. I guess.
I am not an alcoholic. I enjoy rum. That is not my flaw. My flaw is gambling, mister.
I saw you enjoy rum at like 5 and like.
I have
like
a high
5
enough
PM.
tolerance. Screw you.
It's not about the tolerance. It's about propriety. Like, just like before noon.
I don't
Really?
need to hear this. Constantine takes out a swig of rum.
If you can,
No. Drink your problems away, sure, but like that. Just start the mission sober. So, all right. So,
if you can store stuff, can you store my revolver?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. They might be able to pick it up. I have an enchanted list to hide items. Just hold them.
well, like, I don't think I understand that. Like, so, do they like it? Do they know that it, like the security?
Depending upon the
won't
security,
think-
probably.
They won't. Will they think to look inside of your hat? Like, no club I've ever been to has looked inside my hat.
Have we
to
ever had
see-
a top hat?
Yeah, but have you ever been in a club that's inside a magical world?
Oh, I am talking in character right now.
Okay.
Well,
Leave me alone, voice of God.
listen, this guy deals with criminal activity all the time. I'm willing to wager he's got all sorts of security that is able to make sure that nobody's able to hide weapons. If you want, it's going to take me a while to actually be able to enchant my hat to properly hide these things.
Well, how much time are we talking?
How about this?
Probably a week.
Oh,
Just-
all right. We don't have a week. Shit.
Okay,
God,
surely
saying?
there is a back entrance to the club, right?
Well, there are many entrances to the club. It's a very.
I've got
large club.
insubstantial. Fuck all of you.
It's got several floors, even.
Actually, will insubstantial allow me to go through the wall?
Yes, it will. It's a part of what it does.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, yes, but I have to know, like, do they have, like, the security to prevent that?
I mean, they
I
I
probably
mean, there's a
do.
shaman.
It's
So-
not a high security establishment, but you know.
Blocking is substantial is difficult in the system, suffice to say. So it's a very rare ability.
Yeah, but they still might be able to detect that. Like this is like you're
Oh,
not
no,
the only
detect-
magic users in the universe.
Oh no, detect no problem. He's very visible when he's insubstantial. But being insubstantial does not make you invisible.
Actually, it kind of does.
No, it doesn't. Those are separate boons.
What,
That's
what if
why
you
you need-
transform into something invisible?
Yeah, you need to be invisible and insubstantial to be actually undetectable. And even then, True Sight can still detect you. So
No, I don't
I
think.
really don't think you should have the ability to be both invisible and insubstantial. Like,
it's not
that,
a matter of should he. He
No,
can
no.
get the ability by putting the right points into the right places.
no,
Well, I
no,
mean,
like,
I
him
could
specifically
probably
shouldn't have that.
get invisible at some point, but I'm focusing more on entropy and creation right now. Unless I can find a way to explain entropy as a way to become invisible, but I don't think that's going to work.
No. You need influence or alteration. That's what you
Yeah, but the DM allows you to, if you can properly explain it, to.
Yeah, but it's
Choose
really
I can't
difficult to explain that, my dear.
Yeah, that's what I
sure.
mean, though. It's like I don't know if entropy or creation can really
Dude,
do
I
that.
can explain every single boon and bane in the game through alteration and movement. It's more of a matter of, certain attributes do certain things. It is what it is.
I mean, there's also energy. You could probably turn yourself into a different spectrum of light.
No, that's
Covering yourself in a different spectrum of light, kind of like how Predator does.
I have
No,
become
that's-
gamma radiation.
Yes. Regardless, let us go.
Yeah, what's your guys' plan? So the Technodrome is a fairly large club. It has subterranean areas. It has overground areas. It's also this is like a very old club. Like this was built in like in the late 2010s. That's how old this club is. Like in our real world time, that's around the time that the Technodrome opened. So it's pretty old. It's got a lot of floors. The number of floors changes sometimes. That's the thing. And it plays like 99% electronic music. And it plays electronic music from a great many eras of electronic music. And also it has like 5 entrances.
5 entrances, all of which are probably guarded.
In some
well,
capacity.
Well, I mean, the default thing is to maybe bribe a guard, but if we bribe them, if we try to bribe them and that fails, then they'll be on their guard. They'll be more alert than normal, and then it'll be even harder to get in, and they'll be looking out for us. So that'll close that avenue, and then we'd have to sneak in some other way. I suggest we don't try that one. Really, if we just get our try to get our weapons in there, go in, spread out, try to find this chick, and then once we find her, we I don't know, maybe somebody what's a non-creepy way to say seduces? Vlad, no, yeah, charms. Thank you. One of us charms her, gets to talking, and eventually, step outside for maybe a smoke or to get some fresh air, and then we snatch and grab.
All right.
Now, I do think we should have a plan B.
That's where hat comes in.
You're gonna put her into your hat?
Can she fit into your hat?
No.
All right. How big is the hat's insides?
Well,
Bigger than it is on the outside.
Well, I need some exact measurements.
No, nobody knows.
So theoretically, we should be able to fit a person inside the hat.
No.
So it's less than a person, okay?
Yes, I mean, it might be you, but you might fit in there.
So I could fit into the hat.
Yeah, but you're a dwarf.
I assume he's like stout though. Alright.
What if someone crouches and bends into the small position? Can I fit into the hat then?
You would still have to crouch a little bit. Also, how do you think you'd get? Never mind.
We take her, we put her in the hat, and go out.
All right. So do we have a plan C? Anything?
Do we
but
have a
putting her in
map
the
of this building presently? Like, do we have like a blueprints and shit?
No, you don't. It's a pretty famous club, but the thing with it is that it sometimes changes.
So it structurally changes.
Yeah, I mean, it's most of the interior is done.
Would there be like a website with a camera watching this to show like what it looks like so people will know where to go?
No, they have signage.
Like if it's changed in appearance?
They have signage.
Okay, signage.
I mean, there's it always has like its basic shape. You can always find your way around. It's not like a labyrinth. And I mean, nobody quite knows if there is a supernatural reason for why it changes, but like the assumption is that they like the owners change it because they want to.
All right.
All right. I mean, if
So-
no one else has
So
an idea,
she's in the club in the VIP area, most likely, right?
Might be in the VIP area, might be in other areas. She's a party girl.
Okay, so she's probably going to be looking for a fun time, maybe.
It does actually
So-
say in the dossier that she has a boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend
Yeah,
presently.
she's had a
and-
boyfriend since February. His name is André Fregern. He is the chairman of Esprit.
no, it's okay. I have a jacket.
Are they like in an open relationship? Do we
As
know
in
that kind of
Esprit,
information?
as in the weapons manufacturer Esprit.
Ooh.
Esprit de Corps.
Okay, well that doesn't really change my question though. Are they like in an open relationship, a polyamory, or are they
It doesn't
strictly
say,
monogamous?
but it doesn't say, but it does say that she is apparently bi-curious, and there are some racy pictures of her out there which her father is not very happy about.
Okay, which of us most looks like a trap? I've done this before in another session,
Wait,
not
no,
on this team, but like in a different D&D theme where I dressed an elf to look like a girl. So, what do we have that we can do with that?
She is also into men, so.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean though. She's bi-curious. It's the best of both worlds getting a trap. So let's see here. Which of us is the most girly looking?
What the fuck is happening?
Oh!
We're becoming woke.
Vlad can
Survive.
shapeshift, right?
What?
Vlad can shapeshift, right?
Vladimir, do you want to shapeshift into a trap?
Politely refuse to answer that question.
I don't know if Vlad has the right attitude for it.
I mean, you have at least one really.
I mean,
handsome
Vlad
guy
could be a
too.
Sudere, or however you pronounce it.
Tsundere. It's like you don't
That's
even
Su-
understand.
The
Sudere
resident
trap.
dweeb awakens.
Oh God, that was. Speaking of traps,
I'm just saying that's like his only real attitude is that he's cold, or no, maybe it'd be more of a kudere.
Vlad just looks at all of you in complete and
No, this is out of character. I don't think Constantine really knows anything about anime.
Yeah, I don't think anime exists in Shadowrun because it's a pure family-friendly world.
Pure family friendly, right? Sure. No, but I'm talking like out of character planage, but all right. Yeah, Constantine. Well, actually, no. Constantine probably would think that up. He's got bravado and he's very silly like that. But he's not girly enough to pull it off. Let's see. Oh, he probably does have the attire to look nice if he can spruce off his suit.
Again, you do have one very good-looking guy among you.
Yes, but
Yes,
he's
hi.
more masculine good than girly good.
I am an elf though. It's
Yeah, but you're
pretty-
not. Yeah, but the elves in Shadowrun aren't really the girly elves. They're not androgynous by any means. They're just I don't know if it's like an inherent charm in their aura or whatever, but
I
it's.
think we need a trap.
I'm saying like it's the best way to get her close to us. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, we don't know much about her interests, and we can't really go the
Okay.
pre-route.
I'm just gonna look dead-eye at you guys.
Okay, what else is in the do you have like the dossier written up that we can look at, or did you cross everything that's in it?
Well, it's pretty much everything that's in it. I'm gonna repeat it. Well, first, Vladimir. I'm gonna let Vladimir talk.
Daka, this is a
Yeah.
very important question. Do you want for me to try and make you look like a trap?
You know what? I'm okay with not looking like me for this mission.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use this really autistic ability. I'm gonna make a special skill for it. Give me a moment.
Like,
It's gonna polymorph your face.
Okay, so the dossier is basically she is Alexis Bataktina's daughter. She was born in Paris. It appears that she doesn't know what the fuck's going on with her father. She is interested in like archaeology and works for the UNESCO at the Heritage Site Foundation type situation, which UNESCO is located in Paris. She has had some interesting relationships in the past. Her last boyfriend had to run away because he was with the Marseille Mafia, and he'd been trying to spy out information about the Vori. Her current boyfriend is a very recent guy. He is the chairman of Esprit de Corps. There are racy pictures of her on the web, and she's had an affair with a female Shadowrunner.
Okay, well, she's got archaeology. Vladimir, you're pretty old. You should know some stuff, right?
I feel I'm going to perform a sin against God. I'm gonna use 1 legend point to perform this horrifying sin. As I approach Taka and I touch him on his shoulder, I put my hand on his face and I cast this most awful of spells. And I sadly succeed.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
I didn't say it. That's not. No, traps aren't Fuda, dude. I know my shit here.
I have turned you into the most awful thing in all of existence. You are now cursed.
Well, Vlad, did it work?
It worked.
And
Oh
me.
my god!
And I'm considering killing myself.
So you replace his testicles with a vagina. That's fantastic.
This is what you asked of me.
No, I asked you to make him a trap. I didn't ask you to replace his genitalia.
You know what? You know what? It's probably not going to get to the point where we have to look at what's downstairs. So,
Well, he also has a pair of breasts and he has a feminine face now. So
This is truly retarded.
This is retarded. All I was talking about was like maybe makeup and shit, but this, okay.
I mean,
First
if you
of
have
all,
magic-
I
Can you
don't
apply
have ass.
alteration?
I
Can
don't
you-
have asked these things. I mean, with
Did
all
you
due
even
respect-
ask the DM if this was possible?
Yes,
it is
did.
possible. I am approving it.
Okay.
I have this power. Don't ask why I have this power.
I
mean,
ask
well-
why.
There's a Lola of Love, Elazia or something like that. I can't remember the names. I'm bad with names.
I can
So
turn
maybe I
into
could-
pure liquid. I can turn him into this.
So I can probably give you a boon in regards to persuasion if you like. Bolster it.
yeah, make me really forget.
No, you have to do
Naka,
the voice.
Naka. Vlad will tell you, I can break the spell whenever you want. Just say the word. This is a sin against the divine.
Yeah, no,
Says the fucking vampire.
I'm a Christian.
Okay.
We're reaching levels of autism that shouldn't be possible.
all right. Oh, fuck.
All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of bottle of rum here, and I gonna bolster your persuasion, I guess. I wanted just to do makeup. This is too far.
I will state, I am.
You get an advantage too on all persuasions.
Holy shit. All
By the way,
right.
Constantine, you may be voodoo, but I'm this weird combination of Abrahamic Christian orthodoxy / low-key worshipping the.
I am a Catholic voodoo, okay, and this is actually, I guess the current pope would be okay with this because he's a degenerate.
Shots
I'm
fired.
also gonna give you some balls to in
Wait, you
persuasion.
say the current pope? You mean the current pope in Shadowrun, or do you mean?
Oh.
I have no
current
doubts that
pope?
Pope Francis cheated his way to live a very long time. Yes.
There is more than one pope in Shadowrun, so
Can I try again?
no. I mean, you could according to the rules, but not according to me.
I gave him advantage too.
DM, which pope secretly finances Humanus?
All of them, except the French one.
All of them except the French.
Yeah, I don't know if Constantine really cares about like what a person is. Someone is like, I mean, you all die. You all become spirits. You all turn into like this amorphous energy into the light.
Oh God, that pink shade over him. Can we get some vaporwave music in the background, please?
Can you like Photoshop a wig on him too?
We don't have time for that.
No, like add little pink blushes on his cheeks
Just-
and big anime eyes.
just replace.
Give
I
him
couldn't do that if I
some
had the
red
time.
lipstick while we're at it, and maybe a little bit of a red tinge on the nose.
You're making me look like a cheap slut. Which I guess
Why
works
is he a
for the-
blonde now, though?
I don't know.
He's not a blonde. He has long black dreadlocks.
It's like a moustache.
This is Picasso levels of awesome.
I don't know.
This session was a mistake.
Okay, all right.
Everything
So,
we did was a mistake.
This whole campaign was a mistake.
all right. So, back in character. All right. So, so now we just hide the weapons, go in, and we find her. I talk to her, try to get her outside, and then we can go, and then you can turn me back to normal, right? Especially that last part.
I can turn you back.
Well, we'll see if Vlad survives.
Vlad has to survive. Vlad, maybe stay
no.
outside.
Taka, I have to actively sustain this magic. I can break it whenever I want.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Not only that, but if someone shoots me in the head, it just stops.
All right, cool. So, all right, perfect.
By the way, I want to state for all intents and purposes, just so you understand, the magic I cast at you, when I studied it as a curse.
I wasn't gonna ask. I wasn't gonna ask the question.
Bang.
You're technically currently under the effect of a curse. Just so.
Well, then you should have baned him, not booned him.
No. It's a bane it's a boon that, for all intents and purposes, functions as a bane in character.
The curse of womanhood.
I was about to I thought that he was gonna finish that sentence with just to make this clear. When I studied this spell for scientific reasons.
That was a really kooky professor at university.
By the way that the spell actually works is that it rearranges all your bones, muscles, and blood structure.
So this was painful.
Yes, the actual transformation was painful.
Taka, that was painful.
You take 5 lethal damage.
All right, hold on. How much?
Actually,
how much
no,
damage?
do that. Do a will save right now.
Against
Will.
what? Against being salty?
No, being able to hold out from crying out in agony.
He's a tough boy. Or girl.
Yeah, I got.
That's what I mean. He's a girl now. He's got a higher sensitivity to pain. Roll will.
Wait, isn't that the opposite?
Yeah, it's the
No.
opposite.
No.
Yeah,
No,
because
that
of the whole.
requires a buttload of hormones for birthing that happens, that releases endorphins, which makes it easier for them to handle. They actually have a higher sensitivity, though.
Well, I don't. Well, all right, we're just gonna move past this. Does everybody have what they need to go?
Wait. We still don't know how to smuggle the weapons in.
Well, I thought we were going to put them in the hat.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, I can't hide things in hat if they're going to throw a detection at me.
That is true.
I could just.
Which I'm pretty sure they have, by the way, as a detection. They probably got like a fancy enchanted magnifying glass.
Well,
I'll just
the club
not
is
bring
not
my.
that fancy, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll just not bring my revolver then if that's going to be the case.
I mean, don't look at me. I've got magic. I've got dolls. I've got a fucking rosary. I am ready to fuck shit up if I have to.
Well, I have a sword and a gun, and if I can't take either of those in there, then I'm only in there for, like, my suddenly confusing good looks.
Convince them they're fake and that you're just cosplaying.
No, you've got a different kind of sword. Wink, wink.
I already had that.
Now, I think you should be able to hide something because they're not going to do a
It's got-
Orfest search.
I must delete this ability from my character sheet.
No,
No,
it's in there. It's in there
you
forever.
keep it. You live with this
Canon.
this
It's
kite
canon.
runner level of shame.
If you remove this, you have to take a disadvantage on every alteration roll. Because you learned this. You forcibly forgot knowledge.
No. I have it. I just don't need to have it be listed on my. Fuck off.
It's already being recorded for posterity, so.
Yeah,
so-
all hope is already lost.
Well, I mean, I guess I could invoke some precog gear too if we need it. Do you guys have any questions you'd like to ask my overlords?
What sort
Are
of
they glorious?
what sort of detection would they have? Like, would
Kind of security?
would our friend's hat be able to hide our weapons?
What kind of security does the club have?
Fuck, what's his name?
Lamonge.
Lamonge, yeah. Lamonge appears to you and says, well, my friend, the security they will have is, it appears he smells the air. It's not too tight. The people you have to worry about mostly are the Vori gentlemen. The club itself, it's, you know, they're big, they're old, but they're not, like, prime
No
time.
detection.
They do have a magic user on security staff. He will be at the western entrance. The others do call him around quite a bit, though, when they suspect someone of smuggling something in magically. So they might pull you out of the crowd, get the magic bloke in there, and look at you. But, you know, just go in. Your best way would probably be to not enter through the entrance where he is at.
Are there metal detectors?
Yes. But they wouldn't detect what's in the hat.
Question: what if we get another hat of holding and put that inside the hat?
That causes a spontaneous collapse of reality.
Exactly. So don't do that.
Wait, it does? We can use that as a weapon.
It's sort of like a portable hole in D&D merging with a bag of holding.
Yeah, but don't you
bad
know what
stuff.
the arrow of ultimate annihilation is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but like the reality only like basically the hat would combust.
Oh.
So-
It doesn't create a fucked up rift into the astral that sucks everything inside in a
No, there's
certain
enough
radius?
of those.
Oh, okay. So we're not in Australia, my dudes.
No, we're not in
Basically, if
Australia.
I'm going to be doing like a detection thing on my hat, I'll be enchanting it with darkness. I mean, I guess-
you could do that, but you would have to break the boon that you are maintaining on Taka. Which
I got
will
superior
say-
concentration.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, I got that. So I can put darkness on my hat until we're inside, I guess. But then won't he be able to detect that I have darkness on my hat?
Well, it might be, but it would certainly be more difficult.
And
You
I
know
guess I
what
could
I
try that.
to the wound? Not the man with the muscles. The kneeling man with 3 arrows in his back.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to like enhance it that I can hide things with darkness. I have
Yep.
done that. It's like it's infinitely dark in there.
Very good.
This is an appropriate icon for how I feel right now.
Okay.
So if you want to put your shit in my hat,
All right, I will.
my hat is now enchanted. See, I've got a ninja mask. I'm
I
not
bet there's
there.
an even better way of doing this. Let me check.
So are you putting all your items in his hat?
Yep. Just,
Okay.
I'm like Dora the Explorer, but with a hat.
Well, I can't really take away my robot, my cybernetics, so I'm...
Top
Yeah,
hat,
a lot of
top
people in that
hat.
club will have cybernetics. Don't worry about it.
Okay, how's that song go? It's top hat, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so pull out the fucking map.
I thought you were about to start singing Dora the Explorer.
Backpack? Is that what you were trying to say? Fuck! That's what it was. Fuck! I'm retarded.
Oh, I actually have a
Yeah,
gun.
it's backpack.
Yeah, no, I get it now.
backpack,
I get it now. I'm wrong.
I got top hat, top hat,
Yeah,
top
yeah.
hat, top
Okay,
hat.
I'm gonna put a can of black paint spray and my Taurus Omni into your hat.
I'm Dora the practitioner.
Why the paint spray?
I'm only putting the black one in. I'm keeping the red one on me.
Why do you have a can of red spray?
I bought it during one of the missions.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to
that-
make the
that
van
makes-
look like the A-Team.
No, there were very different reasons.
No, he was gonna make the van look like the A-Team.
No, I had a plan that did not come to fruition. Nonetheless, I have them.
Okay.
All right, so everyone, I guess, into the party van.
I call shotgun. I can't
Please
do this. I can't do this.
Oh, there's a shame that there isn't like an amorous bane that I can inflict on you, make this even more awkward.
Don't. Fuck you. It's already bad enough that this is being recorded. This is on the internet.
I can't wait for your girlfriend to find out your hidden attitude or persona.
Oh no, I am talking to her like as we do this. She's giving me tips.
On how to be a trap.
That'd be girly. God damn it! Let's just go. Let's go. This
Well, we're gonna focus on this a little bit more.
we're not focusing on
not.
shit.
Let's not.
I mean, I am a
For
doctor, and
once,
I should
Vladimir
do
is
an
not the
examination.
sadist. Sorry, what did you say, Julius?
Since I am a medical professional, I should take a look at you to see if you weren't hurt during the transformation.
You know, like we'll just assume, like everything's fine.
It wasn't.
I wasn't hurt.
Okay, I'll take your word for it then.
Okay, let's get in the car. Let's do this.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
You drive over to the club. Well, it's a pretty busy night. It's a Saturday night, of course, because what else do you do on a Saturday night except work? A lot of people there, big crowds. There's like two of the entrances are pretty busy. There's one entrance that isn't particularly busy. The other ones are medium, and the mage bloke is at one of the medium entrances. Basically you now have free reign, and also like you can coordinate with the strike team, like with the extraction team. They will pick her up at any point outside of the building.
All right, so she's probably more in the VIP area, which is going to be harder to get into.
But
And I can't dance. I tried. It was terrible.
So what do you
We
do?
do have a trap card.
We would have had a trap card if somebody didn't freaking remove his nuts.
Can that not be canon?
No, it's canon.
No, you're a Fuda now. You've got no balls, but you got a vagina.
This is the worst timeline.
Like what?
I
Like
just
what
saw-
happens if you trip and then they just kind of go in? You know, like
If your penis goes inside your fagugu,
yeah,
Oh,
like
God.
Don't think
I'm
about
just like-
these things. That's
like
the answer.
if I roll a 1, do I actually go fuck myself?
No,
Like
no.
quick, roll fortitude to fight impregnation.
Worse. Stop making it worse.
I just want to point out that bi-curious thing is just a thing that's on her Shadow Wiki page. I had no idea that you were going to go this route, and it's completely unnecessary. But it is tremendously amusing.
Well, you know how it went from my session on the D&D thing. It was great. It actually worked out very well, though. It was a good plan.
Sure it is. I don't wanna.
It worked out great. We got like a person snuck in there. The guards had no idea. It was
Wait,
fantastic.
wait. If you fuck yourself, is that masturbation?
It'd be awkward because depending upon like the
What do you?
structure.
What do you?
I am
do?
literally gonna apply the silence ban on all of
Julius is asking this
Hold on.
as a doctor. This is very good knowledge for him as a doctor.
No, multi-targeting. One,
John Wilrose will.
This is
3 target.
philosophy.
Everyone except John Woo and myself. Multi-targeting silence.
Oh, thank God.
So, Krieg, you were saying about doors. The magic users that one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you're still the ones who have to decide which door to go through.
I thought we were gonna take the east door because the other guy's on the west.
Okay, that's one of the less busy doors. Yeah, there's still a bit of a crowd. There's like party goers, the French scene, all kinds of meta-humans. There's orcs, there's trolls, there's humans, there's elves, there's dwarves. There's even a minotaur, which is most of you have never ever actually seen a minotaur before because they're so incredibly rare in the US.
Are there werewolves, cat girls?
What?
Are there Nico Mimis?
I mean,
Necromimes.
there are some girls that have cat ears on, so there are, Luckily, there are no furries in
Plebs.
Shadowrun.
Plebs. No, Neko Mimis aren't furries, man. Do I need to bring up the chart?
Yes.
Yeah, I know they
feel
may
like-
be for furries, but they're luckily. That's what I'm saying. There are those with the cat ears, but also there are no furries because furries do not exist in Shadowrun because it's a wholesome universe.
I find that really hard to believe, considering the
No,
like the
exist.
genetic warfare there is for that.
No,
There's
they
elf
exist.
posers. There's like orc posers. There probably are some furries.
Well,
I'm
there are
really wish like there's
shapeshifters,
guys like
so.
yeah, but they're shapeshifter. I'm talking like people that genetically alter themselves to be what they howl inside about.
I don't think Gentech is that far in Shadowrun.
Okay, I mean I wasn't sure myself. I was just asking. But apparently we can turn people into Fudas, as according to this vampire over here.
It's
I mean-
a curse. It's a temporary curse.
Sure.
I can make it permanent with my heightened invocation eventually.
No, you can't. You literally.
Yes, I can. You will hold hands and we will do this.
You literally do not have the ability to do this. I'm sorry.
Yes, I do. You can hold hands and we will heighten invocation together.
That sounds like a sex thing. What do you do, my dudes?
Well, I'm in line. I'm
you
waiting till
stand-
we've
you
approached
stand-
the front.
You're standing in line, and it becomes your turn. You're faced with an enormous troll. Like this for a troll, this guy is huge. This guy is like almost 4.5 meters tall. Like this is, he has to crouch when he goes through a fucking door.
Wait. How does it even fit in a door?
By crouching
No,
and
I'm-
going sideways also. And with him is a very stocky dwarf.
Unleash the elf.
And they
You have advantage 2 on persuasion.
They both look at you very, very strangely. And I'm gonna roll a D100, my dudes.
I don't like this.
Wait, why strangely? Don't I look the part? Aren't I dressed?
No, you are dressed well, but there might be a case of racial profiling.
I'm human.
No, he's also white. He's a white male. Oh wait, the year's 27.
He's a white
There's-
male.
Yeah, I understand, Creek. The year's 27.
Yeah, they let you pass.
Yeah,
They
boy.
walk you through. And the dwarf actually gives a little wink to the lady of the house.
I blow a kiss back as I walk in.
Roll persuasion.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to actually like.
Roll
That,
persuasion.
like that. That's what us ladies call it tease. I don't actually want it to work.
It's just casual flirtation.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we were gonna make him have sex.
I swear to
didn't
God.
want to go that far.
I am.
Straight from God even further, okay?
I am not role playing.
This is why doctors should not be atheists.
Some weird Ranma 1/2 like body transformation dwarf sex. I'm not role playing that. All right.
No, you're gonna get
That's
like,
my line.
you're gonna be sandwiched between the orc and the dwarf.
Oh, no,
You say I'm
I'm not.
degenerate.
Holy shit!
No, this is more curious to see what would happen.
Every time.
This is why we have no girls in the group, by the way.
Every time.
I don't have
I
any
end
girls
a
up here
session
because
here,
Vlad had a rape fest.
every time, every single time I end a session of this, I think next session can't get weirder.
I didn't want to transform into a Fuda. I just wanted to dress him up to look the part.
I have never been
You
this
went the extra
consistently
mile.
wrong on anything.
He went the extra mile. Vlad went the extra mile. He went the extra mile on the rape. He went the extra mile on this.
Professional.
So yeah, you're in the club. There's you feel like you're standing in the middle of an earthquake. People are having a great time. Julius, give me a perception roll.
Do I need like a sea legs? Is it that shaky or what?
No, it's not. It's not shaky. It's okay. Some of the people you run into are high, quite obviously, but only some.
You're looking into too many crotches.
My question is, can we sell its body for sex?
I don't even know what you just said there, and I'm pretty happy I didn't.
No, he's saying, can we pimp out Taka for money?
We can make some extra Nuyen that way.
Is this the point of the video when I just actually silence them?
Maybe. Maybe.
Hey,
So,
no. I was just saying what he said. I do not agree.
This is all horrible.
all right. So in character, I look at the rest of the group and I say, "All right, guys, let's spread out and find her." And then I walk off.
Excellent.
Okay,
Everyone, roll me a perception roll.
Perception, no. I see nothing. I am distracted by a very lovely dancer.
That was everyone. Yeah, John Woo. You actually
Yes.
go to one of the lower floors where there's some very, very like this is a type of techno that sounds very French. You've never heard it before. It's really weird. It's not really music to your ears. It's more noise. And you don't really spot the girl first. You spot a bunch of blokes in suits first that are standing around the dance floor. And then you go, oh, this is probably where the girl is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look into the crowd, and actually there she is, wearing a black dress, Tatiana Batuktina.
All right, I'll tell people. I'll radio up that I think I found her then.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. You just got to deal with this guy on our server.
Yes, please deal with Vlad.
Wait, is something on my server going on?
Yeah, there's a guy. He's at everyone. And I just muted him.
Thank you. Yeah. I want to make them. We're gonna make him. Yeah, we're gonna just say, hey, dude, come on, don't. If you do this again, we will cunt you.
Oh, I just did that.
Oh well, you can cunt him if you want. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Punt cunt?
No, like
No, it's a verb.
on my Discord server, you get like when you behave poorly, you get
You're given the
sent to
cunt card?
Minecraft prison.
Oh, look at that! He can actually transform.
Thanks for dealing with that. Yeah, how do you guys respond?
To the doll. I don't know. Like how badly am I screwed up here with the perception here? I'm considering my roll.
Well, you don't notice at first that your comlink is going off,
Okay.
but
Sorry, like, can you like just repeat what happened? Their comlink is going off because there's a doll. What?
No,
Who found the chick? I'm asking because like I rolled so low that I must be distracted as all hell.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you are actually looking at some fine ass. Yeah, you don't even notice that. You notice that your comlink goes off like quite late, but you don't suffer.
Say, I'm gonna wait until you guys start acting before I.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So the rest of you have heard that John Woo is now has spotted the eagle.
Do we know where John Woo is?
Yeah, I mean, presumably he's told you.
Mm-hmm. We tell them.
He's on the blue floor.
All right, I'm heading over.
So
Like, tell me when I would pick up on it. By the way.
Yeah, I will. So all of you have arrived. You have now picked up on it because the guys have, asked you to come. Please, this is a job. And you've also arrived. Like, you haven't rolled a critical failure. I'm not going to fucking punish you for this.
We would understand if you punished us for what's happened so far in this game.
This is. I think the experience of being a part of this is punishment enough. I'm not.
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, basically, she is there on the dance floor dancing, and she is well, she is quite promiscuously dancing around the place, like with one dude, with another dude, sometimes with a girl.
All right,
Send
so
in the food.
dancing is probably an agility roll, right? Regardless, I'm gonna try to like sort of, that thing where at a club where you just kind of dance your way to like somebody and then like just eventually start dancing with them.
Wait. First,
Yes.
I'm gonna slap an agility patch on you.
It's,
You've got, like an agility patch. Okay.
yeah, like drugs.
Yeah.
Just,
Is this just a cocaine patch?
it's probably just, yeah, it is. It's a really effective cocaine patch.
Yeah.
All right, I shall also start dancing then.
You're about to say you're also going to slap a cocaine patch on me. Like, no, we all can't. Everybody can't give me cocaine.
Damn, dude, John Woo is actually going fucking killer. He's using his like magic elements, his adept elements to do some sick breakdancing moves that clear like a small area of the dance floor around him. And Taka, you also give me an agility roll.
Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Does that fuck up?
No, you're not. You don't fuck up. You dance completely acceptably.
It's just that John Woo overshadows you in every way.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. How do I compute this? Yeah. So Tatiana Batutina is actually very interested in this dancing Texan over there, and she passes you, like she's now standing right next to you, Taka.
She's very interested in the dancing Texan, you said?
Yeah. And you are from Texas, John Woo, right?
Yeah.
Future Texas.
He's got some break line dancing going on right there.
Like, showing off that honky tonk badonkadonk. See, like, I'm relating to you, Kenji, the Texas folks. So I'm gonna lean over to her while dancing and say, "He's got some moves, right?"
Roll perception. Not perception.
Advantage too. by the way.
Persuasion. Yeah,
Persuasion.
with the advantage, yeah.
Whew, okay.
Yeah, totally. And she now is also sort of dancing with you. She seems to be finding you quite attractive.
This is the part where we have two guys pretending to be girls, and this.
This is the internet. Guys pretending to be girls is what this is for.
Yeah, but usually it's in text format.
Listen, this is my job.
I don't know if I appreciate all this high-pitched talking.
Oh god, we're
Shh, boy. This is the women are talking.
Krieg, what does your girlfriend think of this?
I hope she never...
She's thinking she's glad she never joined this campaign.
no,
she doesn't watch the campaign, so she probably never will see this.
And we'll never talk to her about it, so it's fine. This dies here.
Well, or, you know, and on the YouTube channel, where...
Right.
I mean, not even 100 people follow this campaign, so I think we'll be fine.
We're gonna post it to Shadowrun Reddit.
I actually have posted the campaign to the Shadowrun subreddit in the past, so...
But yeah, so,
What do you respond to that?
you should go talk to him.
Yes, but should I? I'm gonna go very... I'm do a high-pitched voice, but with a French accent.
You need like a vocalizer that changes your voice.
Yeah, sure, I'm just gonna order that off Amazon.
No, they've got like little free programs that can change the pitch, man.
Yeah, I've always tried to get one of those, never found one. Yes, but what if I would rather dance with you?
You assume that that's mutually exclusive. This can be a three-way thing. And then I dance over.
To John
And so
Woo.
like, yeah, and just sort of like, I'm gonna like sort of like grab her arm and then like walk over to John Woo still dancing.
So John
and then
Woo is the dancing king still. What do you do?
Dancing king.
Now does that make the guy who's transformed into Futa the dancing queen?
Not necessarily. It's still a princess situation. John Woo, how do you react to this?
He's hold on. Yeah, I was. Zimbabwe was still messing with us. So what's going on?
Yeah, Zimbabwe's a terrible country.
Is he still? Ah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've fully restricted his stuff now.
Thank you.
Just ban him, dude.
So I know that I'm like basically becoming the center of attention.
Yes,
for...
and Beast has just been dancing with the girl, and she has suggested a threesome situation of the two of you, of the two of them with you, and now both.
She being Taka, by the way.
Yeah, she being Taka, and now she.
Well, Taki
Taka,
now. Taki sounds much more feminine.
Taka can be used like both as male and female.
Yeah, but Taki sounds better.
I don't think Taki sounds like teriyaki or something.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Isn't Taki some sort of like a Caribbean?
Soul Calibur. It's a ninja.
All that.
There's
Yeah.
also
and,
Taki Theatrocopoulos.
yeah, and basically the two of them are dancing towards you right now, as led by Taka.
All right. Yeah, I'll be down with that.
Also, in the intercom, I want to just say into the comm. Do we have eyes on the shaman?
Yeah, have I noticed?
No, but the shaman has eyes on you.
Oh, different shaman. Okay, have I noticed yet, or am I still?
You are now in the room. You are standing right by the door. The guys who aren't currently engaged in dancing, so Julius, Dollmaker, and Babylon, give me a perception roll.
Again. Oh, it's better this time.
Oh, perception. Doesn't matter, same attribute.
Grice, you actually see this. It's more. It's like his astral. It's like his aura sort of projects into the real world. That's how powerful cold his aura is. There's this dude just walking through the crowd, and the crowd parts before him like he's fucking Moses or some shit. And he is approaching the girl, and you recognize him to be the shaman, Icebreaker.
All right, I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. I radio that he's heading your direction.
Yeah, he is. You are now informed that he is headed in your direction, and if you look to where he is coming from, you can actually spot him. He is not difficult to overlook, considering that even though he's a human, he's almost as tall as a fucking troll. And similarly
I don't
built.
suppose I could inflict him with sickened to get him off your back, but I don't know
Wait.
if he'll notice that or not. Because he's a shaman, he might pick up on my ability.
He is currently approaching. Currently approaching. Currently approaching.
All right. So I'm. Ooh, right now. I'm still pulling her over. I can't.
Because if I inflict sickened on him and he picks up that it's an attack, that kind of fucks us all up. So I don't know what to do.
Wait,
here.
I got an idea.
All right.
I'm gonna go puke near him.
Do you want me to sicken you to puke?
Yes, and I'll go near him and puke near him, so that should distract him.
Like puke on him? Okay, all right. Let's do this. Yeah, you're very sick.
Yeah,
not-
Julius pukes on the dance floor, and it takes a moment, but yeah, and like the crowd sort of moves away from you and looks at you in absolute utter disgust. What's he gonna do? Yeah, do presence, Julius. Roll me presence. Yeah, he completely ignores it. He does not. Get
So he wasn't like puking on him then. That's
No, he was puking near him, and even if he would have been puking on him, there's more important shit at hand. He looks at you, Taka, and goes, "Yes."
Sorry, he looks at me and goes, "Yes."
No, you were saying something. I was going.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. All right. So yeah, that guy ignores it. Does she? Does the target?
I restore Julius, by the way.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah, she sort of steps away also. Like the whole party thing, it sort of breaks up the dancing, and Icebreaker looks at you, Taka, and goes, "What are you doing?"
Dancing, silly. Come on. Look around. Everybody's dancing.
Roll me perception.
Ooh,
Perception
all
or
right,
persuasion?
Perception. Roll perception, Taka.
All
I
right.
need kind of puke so not everyone is dancing.
No, nobody.
Alright,
like
so-
the people in the back are still dancing, but like people around the puddle of puke is it's opening quite quickly.
Sorry, did you say perception or persuasion?
Perception.
Is
Perception.
there a way for Constantine to kind of like swerve through the crowd without drawing too much attention on him?
1 second. Yeah, your gaydar's going off. This shaman is definitely a fan of dick.
Damn it! Oh wait! Oh,
Show
this
him
is
your
gonna-
bulge!
Oh God!
Show him your bulge!
There was a reason for Futanari.
All
Covered
right.
all the bases, DM.
Oh my-
Activate the contingency.
Deploy the footer.
Rock in his pocket!
It's up to you to roleplay this, my dude.
Sorry. I just you ever know you're like about to say a sentence and then you have to think like, wow, like I haven't said this shit in my life before.
I have no
And, like,
filter, so no.
Same here.
Uh,
I mean, this is gonna be really awkward though, because Fuda is like the straightest thing you can get as per that 4chan post.
Okay, so I'm going to like say that I've been wearing like a lower sort of cut skirt this whole time because we changed before the mission, right?
Of course
Can I right, wearing a skirt with like those kind of like blue and white like striped panties, and so
See
like
something swishing in there.
so after saying like I'm dancing, I'm gonna do like sort of like a hop dance move type thing, and also like, can one of you like make it windy, like just for a second?
I
Just
don't
make,
have that power.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna like
No,
have like
wait. I should be able to create some wind.
You got a fan on you?
If you have a fan on you, don't use it right now because you're standing by the puke and you don't want
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that would be stupid.
All right, but like, yeah, I'm gonna say like I hopped up such that like the skirt flies up and he sees a little bit more down there than he bargained for. It's gonna be a sort of a asterisk notices bulge type moment. Ooh, what's this?
No, he's bargaining for that.
Okay, roll me persuasion.
I mean, I guess I could summon a spirit to make it flip up, but I don't know if that
Oh god, this is the first time I've rolled persuasion to show my dick to somebody.
Again, advantage too.
No, it's not.
Well, no, it's the first time I've rolled for it. Like,
Oh.
I've done this. Sorry, I haven't done this.
You've done this!
Shut,
In real life or in fashion?
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this is how I got my job at work, guys. It's okay.
Oh.
Define in real life or in game.
I'm pressing the button. Oh fuck. Okay. That failed.
Maybe he finds you clumsy as a cute thing.
Ooh,
Holy shit! For like a dude with will of 8, he was rolling very poorly.
all right. So, for the record, I've had this perk the whole time, like the entire campaign. So I have the innocent perk. Once per game session, you can leverage your innocence to turn an enemy and cause them to take pity on you. Can I use this now?
Well, considering that he is about to put a hand on you, you can.
All right, so like so basically, I wanted to be like he notices my he sees what I attempted to do, like my skirt didn't fly up or something like that. He understands I'm trying to flirt with him, but he just kind of finds it more adorable than anything else.
I don't think this guy finds anything adorable, but he certainly doesn't consider you to be a threat.
I'll take it.
He looks over to Tatiana and says, "This type of thing is the exact situation your father has told me to keep you out of." And she looks at him like an insolent little girl.
That's discrimination! I'm calling the hate police on him.
Jesus Christ. He's gay, he can't be.
No, he says that foodies are abominations to be kept away from the girl. I am calling the hate police.
And
Hey, they don't-
she pouts at him and goes, "Ah, is the moral police out now?" And yeah, he shrugs, and he walks away. His icy eye is still fixed on you. Back to the puke situation.
Okay.
A bunch of bouncers are coming, and they're looking straight at you, Julius.
Just say that you feel better now, because I did restore you.
I think someone might have put a curse on me.
No, say that somebody slipped something in my drink. I had to get rid of it. I'm sorry.
Someone put something really bad in my drink. Sorry. It was either that or death.
I'm a doctor.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, what are your credentials?
Good question.
Aren't you actually a doctor?
Let's just say it was a
I have a degree in Guatemala.
Let's just say I might have failed it for ethical reasons.
So you don't actually have a medical degree?
But he has the knowledge.
Yes, I have the knowledge, but I don't actually have a degree.
You haven't been a real doctor this whole time.
You think you know a dwarf?
Seriously.
no.
Let's just say I personally took it as a Hippocratic suggestion and not an oath.
Am I gonna like find a dove in my chest one of these days?
Probably.
Give me persuasion.
Time to burn 1 legend point.
Okay.
So that's 14.
That's 14. Like one of the bouncers looks at you and goes, "This happens again, you're getting fucking banned from this place." He's from New Jersey.
Of course, all the worst people are in France.
Listen, I can't just do a French accent all the time.
Joey's not from Brooklyn.
That will turn me gay.
Joey's not from Brooklyn.
Oh, that'll turn you gay. Have you seen what's going on?
That is the thing. That will be the straw that breaks.
Taka, are you trying to come on to our DM right now? Is that what this is?
Not right now. That's been like every other campaign.
Oh, well now.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to put in some solo sessions with you.
You gotta level up somehow.
Speaking of leveling up, right?
Oh, he's leveling up. He's leveling up so hard.
You, my dudes, will actually, if you are under level 4, you will get 2 XP at the end of the session.
I'm level 5. I should get 3 XP.
I'm level 3, so I'll take it.
But so just to point this out, and you know, until you're level 4, and with that one you don't no longer get that.
Technically, you keep doing this until party XP aligns into the same.
Yeah, but I mean, it never really will. I will change this as it goes. But like, if you're under level 4 at the end of this, it doesn't matter now. We'll do this.
Wait. Craig, just to make sure. Does that mean people under level 4 get 3 XP points since you usually give one?
No. This is just so the people on lower levels can catch up.
Yeah. But I mean, so people under level 4 get 3 XP points after the session.
2. You get
Yeah.
for this session, you will get 2 XP points instead of 1.
I'm just trying to understand how so you thought it was kind of like a bonus on the normal 1 XP point you get.
No, it's just 2. It's just 2. Stop trying to be a Jew, Crappers. That's my job.
I'm not trying to understand.
Is there a safe place for me to watch the 2 dancing from now?
I mean, you're standing in a crowd. It doesn't get much safer than that.
Yeah,
If you're standing in a crowd of people who look just as weird as you do.
Awesome.
Not can I actually have recorded all
I
of
want to
this?
say that Vladimir is just gonna sit at the bar with an
He's
empty
doing the
glass,
Russian dancing, by the way.
And I'm just talking to the barman and explaining to him about everything in my life suddenly went wrong today, and nothing makes sense anymore.
I've done something very unspeakable.
He nods at you. He doesn't seem to be understanding Russian.
Yeah. So back over with like the dancers. So like the shaman guy just walked away, and I want to turn to I cannot remember her name. Vivian.
Tanya.
Listen, Tetiana. Vivian is my girlfriend's name. How do you know my girlfriend's name?
Because he's trying to hit on her. God.
Let's no.
Let's stop ascending, shall we?
Right. So I turn to little whatever and say, so is that like your brother or something?
Well, not really. Not really. He's my bodyguard.
You have a bodyguard?
Well, yes.
That's like so cool.
Yes, I have several bodyguards. I have a lot of over there's one, over there, and she points out like 6 different dudes in suits who look very mean and who obviously have firearms.
Am I seeing this or no?
No, you're not seeing this. Taka is seeing this.
Yeah,
I'm watching them. Am I not
seeing
watching her point out these people or what?
You're watching her point out these people. My comm link is open.
I want to state some vocal mics are cheap. We should have bought some.
I want to say that we should never have killed our rigger.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that's what she says to you, Taka.
Oh wow,
You
they're
never killed the rigger.
Yeah. The DM's voice comes from the sky. The voice of a dragon says, "You dumb cunts! You shouldn't have killed the rigger."
So I say to her, "Oh wow, wow, you have so many." Oh wait, no, that one is not a bodyguard. I say, pointing at one of them that's like slightly shorter than the rest of them.
So, well, you know, they're all kind of bodyguards.
So like, are you famous or something?
Well, I wouldn't say famous. I'm not really. I mean, people know me, but not because I'm famous or anything.
What would my HP be at level 5?
Plus 10.
What is it with you and the complete non sequiturs?
I just want to make sure that if shit goes south, I'm at the right health.
It's whatever your regular is, then 2+ level, which means it's plus 10.
Thank you.
Oh god, sorry, that threw me off.
Where were we in our conversation?
We're talking about bodyguards.
Right. Are you famous or something? You was like know people know you. All right. So like, are you like a singer or something, or like Loki, like small band type thing? Because like I was thinking about starting a band too, but like it's so hard to find. Look, you know how it is, right?
Well, I know a lot of singers. I have very many friends who are singers.
Sorry. Like one more time. Can you say that?
I have a lot of friends who are singers. I know many.
Oh my! Sorry, it's so loud. I hate the song anyway. You want to go up? You want to go upstairs and get like a drink and like talk somewhere where like we can actually hear each other?
Yeah, let's do that.
John Woo is just still dancing. He's so into it.
John was once again retaken the dance floor.
Yeah.
John,
He's got like 12 girls just fawning over him, and maybe like 3 of them are actually dudes.
And then he slips. Oh!
Does he slip on the puke?
No, he doesn't slip on the puke. He like a wave of kinetic energy goes out, and people stumble and almost fall over. It's very impressive still. Like, they definitely know that this is someone they shouldn't mess with. But yeah, your dancing queen streak is over. Sorry that you rolled for that. I would have just let it go on if you hadn't rolled, but...
It's okay, though. You've got, like, a high score. Put
Yeah,
in
you do
your
have a high
initials.
score.
I get
Put
up.
J. Woo.
I get up immediately. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
And people do a little clapping, and sort of now the crowd dissipates around you. Yeah, so Taka, what do you do with her?
All right. So you said this building has multiple floors, so I wanted to basically just try to go up a level, like someplace where like there's less of a crowd. Hopefully, like maybe lose some of the 6 guards, and I'm hoping that the rest of the party sees me doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
There's
been
only
watching you
one
guys, so I
exit
think
to this
so.
room. Pardon?
I've been watching them, so I think I've been keeping track of where they're going.
Does this building have windows?
No.
No, it's a
Fuck.
club.
I mean, it
Why would
probably
it have
has
windows?
windows in some office areas, but it doesn't have any windows in the clubbing areas. Probably because those would be destroyed.
Not
I know
always.
I would have destroyed them.
Have you guys seriously never been to a club with windows?
No, I've never seen a club around here with windows.
Huh.
I mean, I've seen them like with those high entrance windows that are really small, but they're like 10 feet up and they're like rectangular pattern. But
Not but, like this is a club that creates seismic activity. Like,
Oh, right.
yeah, but
Fuck.
you can have plexiglass. It stands pretty well.
Oh yeah, I just realized something. Krieg, you have to name this thing Futa and the Dancing Queen.
I'm not sure I will name it that, but it is definitely an idea.
Dancing King.
Things I do.
Yeah. You bring her up. You lead her up, upwards, and of course, I mean, fuck. Where's the thing?
The thing.
Blade.
Wait, how did he get advantage 4? How many legend points did this guy have?
No, he has a special feat that gives him advantage on perception rolls to see what she's doing because she's his charge.
It was
Not
probably
a special
great.
feat. It's just skill specialization for Krieg.
It was
It's
probably
like to me, it's a special feat.
that probably
Because you
happened
don't
because
want
of my whole
100%.
slip thing. He probably was distracted by that.
Hey, Krieg, is our extraction team like? Is it a car or a helicopter?
Krieg, by the way,
Yes.
I need to explain to you why he only rolled a fucking 4.
Why?
Because if his die is only a 1d20, the sheet automatically caps the advantage at 2.
Cazzo!
Yeah, because that's the limit for advantage without an attribute in Open Legend.
Well, he doesn't have an attribute, so I think that's probably in accordance to the rules.
Yeah, it
Taka,
is. Yes, it is.
it's a car.
I don't think I can
So-
fit her in my hat.
Do we remember seeing like a fire escape or anything like that on the outside?
We cut off some of her limbs then.
There probably is one, but you haven't seen one.
But there probably is one.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of like side corridors that are behind doors, and there's a lot of people around, so it'd probably be obvious if you went through them. Like somebody would notice.
What if we cut her into pieces and then put her in the hat?
No, that's got to be our last resort.
Also, she's
Really?
not supposed to die. You're supposed to take her alive.
No. I'm not saying killing her, but then just taking off the arms and legs.
I am no longer surprised you lost your medical license, mate.
Cut that chick into pieces.
For some reason, he thinks that I can fit a whole grown woman into my hat.
We don't know how much space is in your hat. We just learned that you could put things in your hat.
Yeah, things I can't fit into it. I can't stretch it. It's not stretchable.
All right, so if you have a magical hat, don't be surprised when people just start trying to guess what powers the hat has.
You know
all
what?
right?
Screw this. I'm putting my head in here. I don't want to listen to this.
This picture is very relevant for this campaign.
Oh, are you posting relevant pictures? Yeah.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
that is exactly what. How huge are the tits on this chick? Jesus fucking Christ.
Are you talking about Tatiana?
Taki, fucking this is...
Soul Calibur is made by some interesting people.
Japanese
How is this
people.
physiologically possible, even?
You haven't seen Ivy. It's
Ninja Kung Fu.
there's a character that's just legit a dominatrix in this game.
Okay.
She has a chainsword whip.
I like the one in Soul Calibur that has the finger claws because he's fucking insane.
Oh, no,
You're
oh
talking
God.
about... Shit, I know
Hold
what
on.
you're talking about.
Hold
Yeah,
on. Yeah, my college roommate used to play him all the time, and then also pretend to be him and moan around the room and shit. It was weird.
It sounds. It certainly sounds weird. Well, you have her
Yeah.
now in the side corridors. You're having a head up. There's always a few people around. There are sort of chill out areas where there's less sound.
All right. Oh God, we probably should have discussed a signal to a sort of a start the snatch part of the snatch and grab.
I mean, you
Signal.
just contact them, and they will be
Yeah, they're on the
anywhere
comlink,
outside of the club.
Our problem is trying to get her to follow us outside the club.
Oh, so I have to keep seducing till we get out of the club.
I believe so.
That does increase the chances of the Vori bloke seeing you. He's gonna come look for her eventually.
Yeah, but we just needed to get her out.
Yeah, but if that takes too long, he's gonna come look for her. Right now,
Yeah.
you have her without her security detail.
Now, what if a certain cowboy seduced him since he's into men?
Well, we have a Vladimir who has a pretty high influence and can charm her to follow us.
No. I'm talking about the guy who's protecting her.
That's Taka. He has advantage in persuasion.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that he is very concentrated on his job right now.
Damn it.
Don't make the DM have to be seduced by two players in one session.
I'm just. we did
Julius
it
really
once.
wants this gay thing to happen for some
No,
reason.
it's like we did it once, so we might as well go.
It's not gay for Fuda, but he really wants this guy to just.
I'm just thinking of a non-suspicious way of getting rid of him.
You might, after this session, I'm gonna get judged by the tribunal, and I doubt they're gonna judge in my favor.
We're all being judged after
In the
this one.
tribunal.
That's right.
I was gonna say what one of you could cause it a distraction or something that fire alarm.
No,
Those
because then they're
do-
going to immediately rush to her.
Those do exist.
Yes, but it cause all the guards to rush to her.
That's true.
We need to get her out quietly. And like I said, Vlad has the highest influence and charm.
I could offer.
Vlad is currently very depressed, speaking in Russian to a barman that doesn't know Russian.
Vlad should get off his sorry ass. He's a fucking vampire. He's done worse.
He's giving you vodka, by the way. That's all he understands.
Literally asked.
Aren't you supposed to be sick eating or drinking anything that's not blood?
I asked for a fucking empty glass. Literally an
You're not gonna be.
empty glass.
You gotta throw up, man. Throw your fortitude.
No, I will not be drinking it.
Throw your fortitude.
I swear I'm gonna fucking incapacitate you and throw you down the stairwell.
Krieg, how many stories up is this is the bar? Like how big is the building? How many floors?
It's got 6 stories total. Like it's not
Fuck.
it's not like a high, it's like just a big building. It's not built like a high rise. It's got a lot of terracing and shit. You would currently be on the 2nd floor.
I have insubstantial. I am ready to just fuck off out of here. Vlad's not gonna do his part.
I'm gonna start making my way upstairs.
Right. Yeah. So like if I get her to the ceiling, can like one of you get her up from the ceiling to the ground without dying?
No.
Do I know where they are?
But this is gonna take longer. Why don't we just?
Yeah, you can hone in on Tarkus comlink.
There's a
All right.
security at the building. Give a rat's ass about her in particular, or only her
I
bodyguards.
mean, she is the daughter of like a big mafia boss, and they are all informed that she is present. So
Okay, so they will notice her leaving.
yeah.
All right, stupid idea here. What if an accident happens to her? She has to go take an ambulance.
You're gonna hear on the comms Vladimir very depressed voice saying, "So, is this the point where you just, kill everyone?"
No, not yet.
Not
Okay,
yet,
well-
Vlad.
Oh, hey!
Call me when we start the fucking bloodbath. I'm gonna make this fucking place look like the opening scene from the first Blade movie. Gonna be fucking amazing.
Tatiana turns to you, Tarka, and goes, "Who are you talking to?"
Oh, yeah. My. All right. So, I go out and travel with my ex-boyfriend sometimes. Like, he still kind of has a thing for me, but like, like I'm not really there. But he keeps creepy people off me when we go into clubs.
Oh, am I a creepy person?
No. I'm just telling him it's okay because he lost sight of me.
How the fuck do I get insubstantial to like just push her through the fucking wall?
That's not how.
Can you do that?
works. That is not how that works.
We get her to break her leg. She has to take an ambulance. We steal the ambulance.
No, if we get her to break her leg, the guards are going to swarm on her immediately to get her to the hospital.
She responds, "Yes, well, I wish I could meet up with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, well, where is he?
I don't know. He went to the south. My father sent him away.
Dramatic reveal. You were
You're-
actually the boyfriend all along.
So, like, was it a sort of sitting on the porch with a shotgun type thing, or
No, he
like,
had.
did your father scare him off? Like, you can't let your dad like run your life like that.
Well, my father is a very successful businessman.
So, like, that doesn't mean you're not your own person? Like, look at you, you're known, you have your own bodyguards. Like, yeah, your dad's successful, but you're something too. You can't let him run your life.
I mean, the bodyguards work for my father also. I mean, he puts them on me. I would rather not have them at all.
So wait, your dad has guards just following you around all the time, watching your every move.
Yes, because he is a very successful businessman, but he has very many enemies who are jealous of his success.
That's that's crazy. Nobody's gonna do anything. He's just overprotective.
I know how you're actually telling her lies about what we're actually gonna do.
Yeah, no, I'm a piece of shit. This is like real life flirting, but like,
Oh, nobody will kidnap you. Secretly planning to kidnap her.
Well, I guess. I just, sometimes I just want to run away.
Look. Okay. So not too far from here, there's a little place called Sazerac. It's it's not quite the regular cocktail bar, but like it's got like a New York vibe. It's a really chill spot. We should just run out.
Yeah, I know Sazerac. It's one of my favorites. I like the margaritas there.
Well, yeah. Then, like, you've been there before. Let's just go. Like, I'll ditch my ex-boyfriend. You ditch those guards, and like, we'll just have a night on it. You know, it'll just be us. We'll have a great time.
Persuasion, boy.
All right. I'm going to use my other perk for this. The other perk I've had the entire time. Whenever your attractiveness would play a role in a situation, you gain advantage 1. So you said persuasion.
Yep, and you also have still the advantage that you would get anyway from that.
Yep, my net advantage is now a 3, so fuck, please work.
Yeah. She goes, okay, let's do it.
All right. Okay, so they're gonna be looking for us. So do you have like do you have any more makeup in your bag, or can you just kind of we need to look different so we can sneak out without them catching us.
Well, let me think about this. Well, I can just, I can change my hair.
Yeah. So you change your hair. Taka starts sort of changing his hairstyle and reaches. Oh God, do I have a purse?
No, you don't have a purse.
I do not have a purse.
Not that you would really know how to do anything with that, I hope.
No. Right. Ooh. Fuck. I need a. How do I do a quick wardrobe change? What's the thing?
But you're not that conspicuous. Like, she's the one they might recognize.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point.
I have a hat and a coat and a bone mask.
Right. And yeah. How about you? Take my outer shirt type thing, and now you look different enough. If we walk past, they won't notice.
I think you have to do this in the women's bathroom.
We're in a
We need a gender neutral bathroom. Thank you.
It's all right. So generally people don't pay attention to what happens in side areas of clubs and whatever. It's the darkest corner. It'll be fine, right?
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, we didn't get followed too closely.
No.
Yeah, sure. You give her the outerwear of your shirt. She puts back her hair and makes like a ponytail. And goes, well then, let's go.
All right. So we kind of lock arms and start walking happily to the door.
I'm going to roll a D100 now.
Oh,
I need to follow.
Jesus, please. I know this whole thing has been bad. But...
So, Taka, tell me even or uneven?
I think I'm going to go uneven.
So, but not straight, but gay. I get it.
Well, I went with odd because, all things considered, odd feels like the right choice.
Miraculously, you manage to make it through the door. You just walk out.
Oh. All right. Is our pickup on a vocal type thing, or
yeah, you can just ping them and they will come.
I'm just gonna call them because I saw you go out. Or they're out of the building.
All right.
What exit did you take?
Probably the same one we went in. I guess.
So
you're still in a pretty busy area, and a voice in your headphone says, "Bring her to a side street."
All right. So I turn to her and say, let's go this way. We'll cut through that alley.
Well, that's not the direct way.
Well,
but
but we're keeping a low profile. Remember, we're clandestine.
Yeah, that's actually true. And you lead her through there, and a black bus pulls up silently. This is an electric vehicle. It's completely dark. It doesn't even have its lights on. It's basically, it appears before you from one moment to the next, and the side door opens, and people in complete black body gear come over there, jump out, and put a black bag over her head. And
can I put one over my head too, please? Just to make it look like a random kidnapping. Just get us both.
Okay. How do you communicate this to them?
Probably like a bag
well,
over the
the-
head motion on him.
Well, like they put one over her head. I just make noises like, oh no, oh my god, and I just grab a bag, put one over my like motion like I'm gonna put one over my head and just kind of nod like,
Okay, yeah, they one of them hands one to you. So you want to get in the car?
Yeah, like I need an extraction. You all have fun dealing with the bodyguards.
So yeah, you're in the car. The car drives off. Yeah, she is now kidnapped. What are you other guys doing? You now know that she.
Well, I was following them.
What?
You're gonna feel a massive fucking pain as the spell wears off and you transform to being a proper human.
Oh god, do I just like oh?
Roll will.
Yes, roll will.
Not really. It's
You're
very-
not. So you're
Yes.
not going to drop the
it's
spell.
instant. It's almost instant.
But still,
Yeah, I'm
That
pretty
doesn't
sure-
mean shit. Pain is relative to time. The longer you
I'm-
feel pain, the longer
I'm
time goes.
literally
Because time is an
sitting at the
illusion.
bar. I'm literally sitting at the bar, just flick my fingers. And
That doesn't matter though. He's going through rapid changes.
do
It's gonna hurt.
roll will.
I wish I put points into this before this.
Yeah, you scream out in agony. This is really fucking painful. One of the black-clad dudes looks at you and grabs you on the shoulder like, dude, are you okay?
Oh fuck! God damn it!
world is right once more, you will hear Tom's.
What I've learned from this is that when the world is right, there is only pain.
Just stop the car! Stop the fucking car!
No, don't stop the car.
More relevant images. Yes.
Don't stop the car.
Yeah, they stop the vehicle, open the door,
Don't
and
stop the car.
gesture you out at some
Yeah,
random stop.
Yeah, he just rolls out of the car.
Yeah, they close the door, they drive off, they're gone.
God.
You receive a message from the guy. Fuck! I need to go to GM layer.
Let's
now.
never do this again.
No, we're doing it again. It was very successful.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I actually had a huge.
Next time, I'm gonna turn Constantine into a girl. Yes.
I actually had a huge fight plan for this. You guys are gonna suffer.
What do you mean? What do you mean we're gonna suffer?
Well,
we
you have
already
just
suffered.
drawn the ire of one of the most dangerous people, two of the most dangerous people in this game, in this whole.
Fuck 'em.
In
They
this
don't
city.
even fucking know. I literally entered the
They
bar
didn't know
and
it was Vlad or I or Taka. They have no idea it was us.
They don't even know who Taka is. He's literally been a shapeshifter this entire fucking time.
Yeah, but they're gonna.
I
Like,
was-
you've still drawn their ire.
Yes, the invisible man that they have no idea who did this drew their ire. I agree.
I was just dancing.
I'm really interested in the side mission where I have to get home from some random spot in Paris, like with injured and wearing females' clothing. So that's gonna be fun.
No. The real fun part is gonna be like, Vlad is like, okay, so we're not turning this place like the opening scene from Blade 1.
No, we're getting our payment now.
Yeah, Guillaume Giraud says, "Thank you very much for your excellent work. It was the fact that you handled this completely quietly speaks to your competence. The Comtesse has authorized me to give you an additional 2,500 nuyen each as bonus payment."
I'm amazed this went quietly.
You know what? Me too.
You're so mad right now, aren't you?
We literally turned one of our players into a futa. And it worked.
Never underestimate the trap, okay? It works every time. I swear.
It only cost us our souls.
Taka turns to Vlad after they receive the payment and says, "And we're never talking about this again, right?
Constantine recorded this whole thing and it's on the YouTubes. No.
And we're killing Constantine, right?
Yeah, we are probably.
Oh, as long as we're agreed
I don't know
there.
why you're mad. It worked. I knew it was gonna work. So it's just.
Do you know what it's like to suddenly regrow balls while wearing really tight panties?
It's very painful. It was very,
Please.
very painful.
I will tell Taka, I won't lie. Multiple times in my life did I have to shapeshift into a woman in order to.
He also had to bear a horse,
in
horse's
order-
kid. It was very awkward.
in
Please
order
do not
to
tell me
hide.
either.
But I never had to transform into that.
Please never
Um,
tell me either of these stories. I'm gonna go find the closest mind bleaching clinic.
Sorry, hold on. I'm going to let's see.
In order to forget my sins, I'm gonna try to transform into pre-bleached Michael Jackson once more. Please, my sins.
Constantine's fine. He's worked out very well.
I do not become pre-bleached Michael Jackson.
No, you became that abomination that you tried before.
So all of you have now 12,500 more nuyen in your bank.
No, Burger, I'm gonna interrupt you there. I'm gonna taste Constantine.
Why?
This is important.
Okay, roll for that.
Yeah, that hits.
And now I'm gonna steal his hat.
You can't.
I taste.
Actually, you can't have a tase because I took your weapons, didn't I?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
in
but
his
that's
robot finger.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, you now have his hat.
I have more hats, and they're all tied to the same dimension.
What do you want with the hat?
That's for a separate thing. I now have a hat. That's all that's important.
I can disable it if you want.
No. This is for an interesting thing.
Okay, you don't need to say it, but you will have to write me what the interesting thing is later if it's not going to be resolved in this session.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
This is like top 10 anime betrayals, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've got more hats tied to that area, but like all I know is that Taka doesn't have a sword bag. Julius has it.
Oh yeah, you have all the weapons now.
Hey,
Except my shotgun. I keep that in my coat. That's a different little pocket world.
And I run the fuck away from there.
Taka, he took your sword.
yeah, no, I'll get it back.
Oh, you can
has-
stop him right now. He has my hat.
Well, no,
You could've
Darkwood's
stopped
pretty
him.
far away.
All right.
he has my revolver.
Wait, can I
Yeah.
do a defensive action or no?
I mean, you already kind of accepted that it went through, so
I
not
guess
anymore.
not.
You could have, but nah, not anymore.
I didn't know if that worked on boons or not. Or banes, rather.
Can you actually do defense action against Banes?
Because I didn't know if you could or couldn't.
Jewish man?
Can you what?
Do a defense action on Banes.
Yes, you can. Banes still count as an attack.
So yeah, it's not just attack rolls, it's attacks.
So can I roll then? Because I didn't know for certain if I could do that on banes.
Well, no, because you didn't even ask at the time.
Well, I didn't. I thought it was just like something that happens.
No, he has the hat now.
All right, whatever.
And
course,
unless
I can-
anyone wants to do anything,
Woo, Taka. Woo, he actually has your shit too.
Yeah.
I put my hat in the hat and throw the pistol.
And the sword? Or
I want to state that
It's dark in there. It's darkness, and only I know how to use that.
yeah,
You're not a
you
magic
have to,
user.
roll me like perception with fingering with
No,
your
no,
hands.
no. I'm gonna cast light.
You don't understand. You're not a magic user. You can't use that hat.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna cast
You
light.
required magical knowledge to use the hat.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
So,
yeah, you can't. really
Vlad
pull
can do
anything
it.
out of
Vlad
that.
has magical abilities, but you need to have magic power to use that hat.
Vlad wants to try something. Can we still go back to the bar?
No.
You are still sitting at the bar.
Yeah, you're at the
I'm just-
bar.
I'm just gonna look at the person next to me. Who are the people to my side?
There's to your right side. There is a young elven woman who looks pretty. Has like pink hair. She looks pretty drunk. And to your right is a male human with whose face is extremely cybered up.
I'm gonna look at the elf. How are you? Cool. You're coming with me now.
She nods and she follows you now.
Cool.
Of course Vlad was going to do something like this. Yeah, so, what, does anyone else want to do anything?
Now, Crick, technically she gets resist rolls.
No. She's a bit too drunk to resist this.
That's...
DC 16 3 times with disadvantage.
Still, he can't use the hat because he doesn't have magical abilities.
No, you can't
Right?
use. You can't actually use the hat.
He can?
You can't use the hat. No.
He can't use the hat then. All right.
I mean, he can
Is it-
just
is it
any
he-
magic use. Any magic user could. So.
Yeah, any magic user could, but he can't use it because he's not magic, so he can't take out the weapons or anything, which means that he has the weapons presently, and Wu has none.
It's
Taka
just-
doesn't have a sword, and you guys aren't stopping him.
No, he
Well,
just
Taka
has-
is far away. Like he's
he
like.
just has my pistol.
Sorry, I'm far away, and like I only have paid attention. I'm on another server, and there's shit going on, so
Jesus
Wait.
I didn't quite hear that.
He has my pistol in a spray can.
Wait. I was following Taka and when they entered the
No,
sidewalk.
no,
make
you
sure-
did. No, you would not. What are you fucking?
I
talking
mentioned that
about?
though.
Crick, just to
Whatever.
open this up. Vlad is
Listen
gonna
to
open the
me.
call and is gonna say, guys, mission is complete. Payment has been transferred. I got some dinner. I'm out for tonight. Call you tomorrow.
Wait,
And Vladimir is out.
Listen to
so wait,
me
what
very
does tase do?
carefully.
Tase incapacitates me, right?
Yeah, you tased for a couple moments. You know what
Does
taser
that
does?
disable all the boons then?
Yeah, it does disable the boons.
Alright, so that disables the boons. That means they can detect what's in the hat. And he's still in the club.
I mean, what? No. You listen, right? So you and John Woo, you were both standing out directly outside the club. The
They're outside
dwarf
the
is
club.
currently running away from the club. It's basically on the other side of the street with your hat. John Woo is standing closer to the door. Taka is like 10 blocks away. And Vladimir is, well, he's gone eating somewhere.
I'm just going home, man. I got some takeout. I'm taking it home.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a week to deliver me my revolver back.
That sounds reasonable. Yeah, so shall we conclude this session?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet
Beginning of next session is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later, Julius. Like, what the fuck? This better be interesting.